guys, welcome back to Telepathy. I believe this is episode 53. So, hello.
Is it 53 or is it 54?
Wait, I think it's 54 actually.
Oh,
Plot
yeah.
twist
Yeah,
is
it's
54.
54. It's 54. That's a lot, actually.
No, like 54 too many. Maybe like 52 too many. Like there was like two episodes where we kind of were like doing something right for a second.
Yeah, exactly. But yes, we are back with another weekly episode. This week, we're doing something like kind of different. We wanted to do something fun because, we sometimes have like our deep episodes and then more fun game like episodes. So we thought it'd be fun to do like a would you rather, but with ChatGPT asking us the questions. But we'll get into that later because first we have to do our
We
icebreakers.
haven't had a guest on in so long though, but our friend Chat was like, "Oh, can I be in an episode?" And we were like, "Sure."
Yeah,
So, he came up with the questions for today and he's really excited.
yeah.
He's just a little
He
bit like
he was
shy.
yeah. I was just gonna say he's too shy to like actually be speaking, but he was like, I'll just write the questions and you can use them. Like he just wanted to be involved in it in some sort of way.
Exactly. So thank you to our friend Chat. But yes, like Anna was saying, we need to do our telepathy traditions, our icebreakers. And it is my turn to come up with the camp question because we want to keep the summer camp vibes going 24/7.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So name, age, and then what was like the sport slash activity you did while growing up in your
Ooh,
childhood?
that's a good one. My name's Anna. I'm 21, and the one that I did like the most, I feel like I literally tried every sport and didn't like any of them, but the one I did the most was dance. So I did like ballet, jazz, modern dance. Yeah, but I liked
Okay.
ballet the most.
Okay. Wait, did you say your name and age or am I stupid?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, I think I like missed that.
No,
Also,
I feel like we take turns being like, "Did you say your name and age?"
no, the last episode, like I
Cuz
said
we
it
like
very clearly, and then you were like, "Did you say your name and age?" And then this time, I guess you
yeah.
said it, but I just missed
Yeah.
that. But hello, I'm Inzor, and I'm 17 years old, and I also kind of was a multi-talented child. I'm just kidding. I was just involved in different things and ended up quitting because I wasn't good. So I played soccer, basketball, and then I did gymnastics, and those were the
Yeah.
sports.
Cool.
And so clearly none of them stuck because do I do any of those now? No. Also, I had work today and it was so busy. And so it was really loud in there. And then I had to call out a bunch of drinks and nobody was coming to pick up their drinks. I'd be like, order for a blank, and
Really?
nobody would come. So I had to say it like three different times. And I feel it in my vocal cords now. I'm like, oh, like she's gone, gone.
You should have the raspy voice for the podcast today.
I just have my LA stone. Like, that's common sense, I fear.
Yeah.
Like, is the Boston Marathon longer than the LA Marathon? But like heavy vocal fry.
That's so
Anyways,
funny. What is your song shout out of the week?
I did just like cough up a lung for some reason, but I probably will edit that out so I don't have to cough into your ear if you're listening on headphones. But Charm by Clairo came out, and I
So good.
I think I'm just gonna shout out Second Nature. It's literally like it's the third song on the album, but it was the first like non-single. So it felt like there's just something about listening to one of the first songs of the album when it comes out.
Yeah.
And it's like that feeling of, oh, we're here. And I just really got it from that and the cute little like doo-doo-doos and stuff. I love
Yeah.
it.
I know it's such a good album. I need to listen to it a few more times. I think I've only listened to it through twice.
Same actually.
And I think my favorite one is maybe Juno, but that's just like after only two listens, so there's no way of knowing.
No, Juna is really good.
My song shout out of the week is um a Beatles song. It's called And I Love Her. And I think it has like the same guitar riff as I can feel my baby swinging. What's that song?
Um,
Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Lana Del Rey. Ooh, baby, I'm in
oh, West
love.
Coast.
Yeah, West. Okay, that's
Oh,
what I thought it was. I was gonna say West Coast, but then I was like, wait, this song has the same like guitar riff as West Coast, so I think she like sampled it from that. By the way, we do have a playlist with all of our song shoutouts on it. It's called The Telepathy Playlist, and it's on Spotify. And if you want to go listen to it, because why wouldn't you want to listen to it? Because it's probably the best playlist ever made.
Right, like our music taste, Rolling Stones just like ranked us number one, like best music
Yeah,
taste.
best music taste from a podcasting duo. It was
Yeah, I didn't
really,
realize they had that category, but we
yeah,
won. So
it was very niche. I was surprised, but not surprised that we won because it is the best. Um,
us telling our listeners lies once again, like we need to clarify this before everybody just like walks around thinking that we're cousins who are voted like best Rolling Stone music taste. Like
from a podcasting duo. But
we're
yeah,
just like pathological liars.
yeah. But I didn't tell you how to get to the playlist. You go to our Instagram at the Telepathy Pod, which was actually rated the best podcasting Instagram account with camp questions by Rolling Stone. um, very specific. Um, don't know who else is in the running against us for that. But yes, our Instagram at the Telepathy Pod. Then you go to our story highlight that is the telepathy playlist, and we have a link that goes to the playlist where you can follow it and see for yourself.
Yes, see our music shout outs with your own eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Okay. Should we just start or do you have any like recap things or like do we just get
um,
into it?
I don't really have much of a recap. Just like living life.
So true. If you do want to hear our recaps though, you can listen to our last episode after you finish this one because, binge telepathy. Durr.
Yeah. What we decided to do is so chat, he doesn't like to just like write stuff with no context. He likes to have a prompt. So he was like, Anna and Enzo, can you please give me a prompt before I write your would you rather questions? Like, I need something to work from, you know? So
Exactly.
we each gave him a few prompts, and then he sat down at the table and got writing and wrote us
He did it fast. He literally wrote me back like really
yeah, he wrote
quickly.
mine in like 2 seconds. I was like, chat, you need to like monetize these skills.
I know. I was like, it's literally like AI level. Like it's crazy.
I know. Crazy. They should like make something, some sort of AI that can do it how he does it. But
Exactly.
but well, he had yeah.
I feel like our humor like it just isn't good. Like there's no way that anybody's like listening to that and it's like, oh, ha ha ha
Well, my
ha.
mom told me that something in our episode last week, she was like cracking up the whole time, and she couldn't remember like
Okay.
what she couldn't remember what it was. So she was like, I might just have to go listen to the episode again because it was so good. So
Yes, Anna's mom boosts our egos.
so she's probably like dying at this too. But
The
um
delusion continues. Okay. Where were we? I feel like I don't know.
we're just gonna take turns asking would you rather questions that chat wrote for us, and we'll just have a fun discussion.
Okay, so what was your prompt?
Well, I did a few prompts. I did like write me some really strange, niche, specific, funny would you rather questions. I also said write me 15 adventurous and niche would you rather questions. And then I said write me 15 oddly specific would you rather questions. So,
Okay. I said, give me a very specific Gen Z related would you rather questions, just because I'm
ooh,
curious, like what he thinks of
that's
us.
good. That's creative. Okay, do
Okay,
you want to go
so who
first?
wants to go first?
You should go first.
I could read. Okay, this is like so stereotypical, but would you rather have a million TikTok followers or be best friends with your favorite influencer?
um okay, let's see. I think, well, first I have to decide who my favorite influencer is. I think it might be Nicole Raffi.
I'm just gonna go ahead and say I want a million followers. Like I don't have to think about this.
It's TikTok followers though, right?
I guess so, but then I could just bring them all to YouTube. But then like
Yeah,
nobody would watch because all of them like have destroyed attention spans. Or I could be friends with like Nicole Raffi or like Alicia Marie or Emma Chamberlain. But I'm like, if I had a million followers, I could have the blue check and then just like become friends with them.
true.
But it doesn't work like that. So I don't know.
True. I think I don't know, a million TikTok followers kind of scares me. Like I think I'd rather be friends with my favorite influencer, and like maybe that implies that my YouTube channel got really successful. So therefore I became friends with them, you know?
Okay, wait, I like that thinking actually.
Mhm. Because a million TikTok followers scares me.
Same, but like, what if those followers are from, like, what if TikTok isn't my number one, like, social media thing and I just have a million followers in there
Mm,
because I have like 8 million on YouTube?
true, true. Okay, so
So
what's
it's
your final
you exist
verdict?
in the context.
Yes, you do exist in the
Like, I
context.
really did just fall out of a coconut tree, but I think I'm gonna go with a million followers today
Okay.
because yeah.
Would you rather I
Okay,
said that as if
let's
it's not like
I was
would
gonna
you
say, I was like, we don't need a 15-minute intermission in between would you and rather. I'm just kidding.
That is so funny. Would you rather always have to listen to elevator music or never be able to listen to music again?
Honestly, I'm thinking of that scene in La La Land where she's like, well, what about the jazz music that I know, like elevator
Yeah.
music? So I'm like, maybe I'll just listen to jazz for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Because I guess that's what like Emma Stone, not Emma Stone, Mia from La La Land considers um jazz music, which like I'm okay. Or that's what she considers elevator music.
I'm sure that there's depth to be found in elevator music. Like I feel like if you spent like you could become an expert on elevator music and then that would be just such a cool talent. Like do you know about the various time signatures in elevator music or like stuff like that, you know? I
Right.
don't think I could survive never being able to listen to music again, so I think I'd rather always have to listen to elevator music for sure.
I feel like it's a no-brainer because you at least have the option to listen to music. So it's like
True.
you can always just shut off the elevator music.
Wait, I think it's well, I don't know if the question means always have to listen. So it says would you rather always have to listen to elevator music? It might mean that you can't turn it off.
Oh,
I feel like it'd be nice to have a little soundtrack like, you
but
know?
like, could you imagine how old that would get? You're trying to sleep and there's like
But
some sort of saxophone in your ear.
elevator music I feel like can also be very calm. Like I feel like it could be
Right. But
sleeping.
can you
Like
choose it? Like, what if in the middle of the night there is like just a loud saxophone in your ear?
true. I guess you wouldn't have
I
no
feel like
way.
I still want elevator music.
Yeah, I'm going with elevator music. Also, by
Me
the way,
too.
guys, once this episode comes out, I'm gonna do like a stories thing of the Would You Rather, so you can play along with us.
Huh. Okay, this is would you rather go a week without Wi-Fi or a week without your smartphone? I don't know. Honestly, if I'm not gonna have Wi-Fi, I might as well just like give up my whole phone, you know?
Yeah.
Like that question doesn't seem like it's something's wrong with that question. Sorry, chat.
Well, I'm trying to think of like so like when I was in like Germany and France with my family, I didn't have Wi-Fi because like my mom, we only had one phone that had Wi-Fi because of the data plan. So my mom would just have Wi-Fi and then, or no, no, no. My mom just had cellular and then I didn't have Wi-Fi, but I still had my phone. But it was like pointless being on my phone without Wi-Fi because I feel like the only things I do are like text people or go on Instagram.
Exactly. No, I'm honestly just gonna like retweet everything you just said because I agree.
And also I'm looking for any excuse to like not have to use my phone all the time. So I'm gonna go with
Right, like I
get
want
rid of my
to. So I'm like, if I
smartphone.
could just like get rid of it for a week, then
Yeah,
like I feel
exactly.
like it would benefit me and I need to be
Yes,
benefited. So, okay.
exactly.
What is your
It sounds
next?
like a good thing. Yeah. Would you rather find a penny every time you say oops or receive $1 every time you trip?
I'm gonna say $1 every time I trip because I feel like I don't say oops that often to make it worth it. And I don't want to just like sit there and be like, oops, 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 just like hack the system. I'd rather like go down the stairs, eat shit, and be like, yes, I made $1.
Ooh, wait, that's actually a really good. Like I don't trip that much, but I feel like it would be rewarding. Like it would make it yeah, it would make it not feel as bad to trip because you'd be like, well, at least I made $1. That's like and $1 isn't that much, but if you trip like 4 times, you could go get like a coffee or something. A Taco
Right. And
Bell
like,
meal.
you can like hack the system, you know, where I feel like with saying oops, it's like not as good. Like, imagine you say oops 60 times and that's equivalent to tripping once.
Ooh,
Like
yeah, that's not.
saying oops 60
And
times.
I don't really know how much I say oops.
Like, if it was
Oops.
like, I would be rich. If it was every time I say like, I'd be like literally a millionaire at this point.
True. I'm trying to think. I don't think I really say oops that much. I think I say like shoot or whoops. I don't think I actually say
Yeah.
oops. Um,
Oops.
and also I just realized that like $1, like a burrito at Taco Bell is $1.50. So I could basically like treat myself to a Taco Bell burrito every time I trip, which would be really rewarding.
Yeah, I feel like I trip enough to make it worth it. Okay, I
Yeah.
think we're milking, like we're staying on this question for too long.
Okay, next one.
It's like 50 minutes later, and we're like, do I say oops that much? I'm just kidding.
Shout out
Okay,
to the people who say oops.
yes. Okay, this next one is funny. Would you rather get front row seats to Billie Eilish or have a private meet and greet with Olivia Rodrigo? I think we know what we're gonna say for this one. One, two, three.
Billie
Billie
Eilish.
Eilish. We
Yeah,
are Billie
definitely.
fans. I'm not that I don't like Olivia Rodrigo. I think she's great and like honestly would love to meet her, but like Billie is Billie.
Yeah, like I
And
don't it would be like if I ran into Olivia Rodrigo like on the street, I'd be like, "Oh my gosh, Olivia Rodrigo." But if I had like a meet and greet, I'd be like, "I don't feel like I deserve this."
right, because I feel like I'd like there's so many other people who are probably much bigger
Yeah.
fans that should get to meet her and like obviously it would be really cool to meet her, but I'm like I should be at this Billie Eilish concert right
Yeah.
now.
Exactly. No, that's yeah. Okay. Um ooh, okay, this is a good one. Would you rather accidentally send a text to your boss meant for your friend or a text to your friend meant for your boss?
Ooh, see, I think it would be less awkward to just tell your friend like, "LOL, that was meant for my boss," and be like, "Okay."
Yeah.
But also I think that like my boss would also laugh about it if I was like, "Oh, this is meant for my friend," but it also could be like out of context. I'm like, "Oh, now I have to explain it."
Yeah. I think yeah.
But like I feel like it'd be so funny if like you're calling out of work and then you text your friend instead.
Yeah, that would be
Which
funny.
like don't call out of work, guys, unless it's an emergency. Like don't be that person. But like yeah.
Yeah, I would definitely say accidentally text your friend something meant for your boss. After I read the question, I was like, wait, I feel like this is kind of like obvious.
Right. I feel like some of these are a little obvious, but then again, like it is AI making it, aka our friend chat, you know?
Yeah. Don't call him AI. Well, I mean, I guess you meant it as like a compliment, like he can work so fast.
Yeah, exactly. So the next question, it's weird to think that this is all that chat thinks of our generation. Would you rather be a viral meme for a month or have your own viral TikTok dance challenge?
What? Um, dance challenge. Like, what's a challenge?
I think just like a dance trend. Like, would you rather
Okay.
um what's like a meme?
Okay. One of the memes, do you know like the Hawk Tuah girl or whatever?
Oh my God. Wait, yeah, I actually haven't seen that video. I've just heard about her like
I
getting a
feel like,
manager already and stuff.
yeah, I feel like that could backfire. Like, I don't really, I think I'd rather have a viral dance because like the being a meme, I feel like usually can backfire. Like you can just all of a sudden become only known for the meme. Whereas the dance,
Yeah.
when you like the people who start the dance usually like you don't really know who started it once you see everybody's like and also when I see somebody who starts a dance, I'm like, man, I wish I had thought of that. Like the person who started the Charlie XCX Apple dance on TikTok, I'm like, ugh. Or I think Charlie XCX started it. Never mind. She
Oh.
started it. But still I'm jealous. I'm like, man, that's cool. Like I wish I could start a dance.
I feel like if you're a meme, people already know who you are because of a video, but if you start a dance, people might be like curious to learn more about you. So I'm thinking maybe I
Mm.
start like I want to start like a funny dance, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like maybe one that you do with your friend that's just like it's kind of stupid but funny
Yeah.
that like reflects my personality and then people will like want to get to know me or something, you know?
Yeah. I like it.
It all comes back to me and I'm just kidding.
Oh my gosh. Um, would you rather have to only communicate in dad jokes for a week or only in Shakespearean quotes for a
Oh,
month?
dad jokes for a week. I've heard enough about like Shakespeare from just like reading about him in English class, obviously, and then being in a Shakespeare parody play. I'm like, I'm done with this guy. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I feel like, well, one, I'm choosing dad jokes because it's only for a week. I feel like the Shakespearean quotes, I would feel kind of like studious and cool, but Also, I think people would find me insufferable.
Oh, for
Whereas
sure.
if I was speaking in dad jokes, I think people would be able to laugh it off like, oh, Anna's just in a silly mood this week, only speaking in dad jokes.
Yeah, exactly. Like people will at least laugh, but the Shakespeare one, it's like, okay, thank you for sharing. Okay,
Yeah.
next question. Would you rather binge watch your favorite Netflix series without interruptions or get to see the next season before anyone else? Wait, what does that mean? Oh, no, I get it. I get it. I just like don't, it's like they don't feel like that comparable, but I get it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. Um, yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like I technically could binge watch my favorite. Like, I'm watching Bridgerton right now, and I could watch it without interruptions if I wanted to dedicate a whole day. Like, I could have done that today, but I choose not to because I prefer just like watching an episode every night. So I'm gonna go with watch it before everyone else because I feel like I would be like, ooh, like
Yeah.
I could kind of like people would be like, does this happen to me? I'd be like, I don't know.
No, exactly. Like I'd be insufferable because people would be like, I love this character. And I'm like, oh, let's hope they make it the next season. And they're like, what? No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I do like pacing it to where it feels like something special. Because when I just sit down and watch 8 episodes in a row, I don't feel good about myself or just like about the
Yeah.
world. I feel like gross. Um, so
True.
I do like to pace myself. So I'm like,
Did you say
just,
morose?
I would say gross.
Oh, I thought you said morose, which I think is a word.
I got the
It means
Shakespeare
like
vocabulary. I actually
no,
chose that
literally.
one.
I was like, there's no way. Yeah, morose means like having a sullen and gloomy disposition, which like
Kind
is
of
just
like
like
a
what you
synonym.
meant. Yeah, it's kind of what you meant. And I was like, I legitimately was like, dang, you're pulling out those Shakespearean words.
Shall feel morose.
Literally.
I don't know what that
I was
means.
I was genuinely impressed. I was like, dang, I wish I was like that.
Actually, you know what? I did say that because I'm loving this like hype that I'm getting right now. I'm just kidding. I would
That's so
feel
funny.
very morose if I watched an entire season in one day. Not that like if you do that, like shout out to you. No, if you do that though, shout out to you. Like I promise
Yeah.
it's like valid to do that. But I feel like I just get sad because I'm like, wait, it's over.
This one is so random that like I just want to read it because just for the plot, okay? Would you rather fight 100 duck-sized horses or one horse-sized duck that sings show tunes?
Um,
The show
I
tunes
honestly,
part
because of
was
the
like,
show tunes, maybe I'm like, okay,
yeah.
I'll fight a horse-sized duck. But also, like, could you imagine the beak and like the webbed feet? Like, that would be so
Yeah.
ginormous.
But imagine like duck-sized horses. I feel like they could easily just like run into you and like topple you over.
Right. Like, they're still as powerful as horses. Well,
Yeah.
maybe not because of their size, but like
And I
the
feel
will is
like
still there.
yeah, and I feel like the horse-sized duck that sings show tunes would want to have more of like a musical battle. Like I feel like we could kind of do a sing off.
Right. Like, why am I thinking of the other side from The Greatest Showman? Like, just with a horse-sized duck, just like singing that song.
That's so funny.
This next question is so random. Would you rather have an Instagram feed that always looks perfect or an endless amount of high quality selfies?
What the heck?
I don't like posting selfies.
This is so not Gen Z, I feel like.
Also, I don't really care about my feed that much. Like, I'm not trying to sound like a pick me, like, oh, I just don't care, like make Instagram casual, but genuinely, as long as it just looks like
Yeah.
as long as it doesn't look like so terribly off, I feel like I don't really care about the feed that much.
Yeah. I don't either. Like I don't really think about it. Like that's not something I think about when I'm posting a picture. Um but like what am I going to do with 100 or endless selfies? Like what? I think I'll go with just the feed because I guess it would be nice to feel like aesthetically put together.
And I
Cuz
guess
like
there would be high quality selfies within that feed because it's quote
true.
unquote perfect. Even though I don't like posting selfies, but
Cuz like what am I going to do with endless selfies? That's so random.
right, like sell them. What
Okay.
kind of selfies? I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Oh,
Okay.
that got bad really fast.
Yeah. Okay. What's
Um,
your next question?
would you rather have a pet rock that tells dad jokes or a pet cactus that gives unsolicited life advice?
Oh my God, the cactus.
Same.
I need a reality check. I feel like a cactus could humble me. Like, could you imagine you text somebody out of nowhere and like confront how you've been feeling about something and they're like, "Damn, where did this come from?" And it's like, "Oh, my cactus told me to do so."
Oh my gosh. I would feel so on top of the world, I think. If, like, just the fact that it's a cactus, like, it just makes so much sense. I don't know why, but it makes so much sense that it's the cactus.
Yeah, like if I don't know, I would feel so good about my cactus. Like,
Yeah, definitely the cactus. That would I actually really want that. Now I'm gonna be thinking about how awesome that would be like every day of my life.
okay, let me see. Would you rather be a famous YouTuber or a renowned Twitch streamer? I think we know what we're gonna say for this one.
Yeah, okay.
I
Three,
mean, we're
two,
two, one.
one. Renowned Twitch
Renowned.
streamer.
Oh,
I'm
hmm,
joking.
yeah, renowned
I was
Twitch streamer.
hoping
I'm just kidding.
I was hoping it'd be like a telepathy moment where we both said like the thing that's obviously not it.
I started saying renowned, but then I just like actually didn't say either, so it was like half telepathy. But we're already famous YouTubers, so I guess this question is kind of stupid, you know?
True. Like I
Um,
guess like but then would we choose since we're famous YouTubers already, would we choose the YouTube thing and that would like maintain our status, or do we choose Twitch streamers and then we can be both?
right, maybe I choose Twitch streamers just to expand my empire, because like honestly, I already got my golden play button, the diamond play button, and all of that. So I'm like, I don't really
It's like
need
there's nothing to work for anymore.
exactly. Like I already passed PewDiePie and stuff, so I don't
Yeah.
really see the point of like choosing famous YouTuber or whatever.
Yeah. I would say the same for sure. Um
Disclaimer. We should have like an automated voice that comes in every time. It's like, disclaimer, that was a joke. Anna and Enzo are actually
we
both
should.
irrelevant.
Wait, we should actually do that. That would be really funny.
I feel like it sounds funnier in our heads, but
Yeah,
could you imagine
maybe.
you're listening to a podcast, also a robot voice comes on?
Okay. Next one. Would you rather have a time machine that only goes to the most boring moments in history or a magic mirror that only shows you your most embarrassing moments?
Okay, definitely. How, maybe the time machine, because like if it's boring, I don't have to go. Like I could just be like, I'm not using the time machine today. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like with the mirror, I feel like there would always be a part of me that was kind of like, oh, like what if I just check the mirror right now and then I like immediately regret it and be humbled so fast.
Yeah, like why would I want to see my embarrassing moments? Like I don't know in any circumstance that I'd want to see my embarrassing moments, but the most boring moments in history, I feel like that would still be interesting because it's in a different time. So it would be different. Like it would you would still like learn something from it, you know?
Right. Like I would almost want to see a super mundane day in history.
Yeah, I feel like I'd rather see like a super mundane day in history than like a more interesting day because I just want to know what life was like, you know?
Like if boring means there's not like a war going on or there's not
Mhm.
like somebody trying to like kill somebody, then like sure, I'll go.
Yeah.
Okay. Next question. Would you rather have a trending hashtag about you on Twitter or be featured on the explore page of Instagram? It's weird. I feel like Twitter is more unhinged,
Yeah.
but Instagram comments are worse. Like I can't explain it.
Wait. I didn't think about that. Cuz if you're on the explore page and you're getting a bunch of likes and stuff, your comment section probably looks terrible. But is the Twitter hashtag like a positive or negative thing? Because if it's like
I was going to
hashtag
say
Anna from telepathy is over party, like I don't want that.
I can't imagine a scenario where I would trend on Twitter for a good thing. Like I feel like you only trend for a good thing when it's I don't know, like people are excited to see Nicki Minaj at the Met Gala, so Nicki Met Gala is trending on Twitter. But I can't imagine like somebody like a hashtag starting for that reason. I feel like it'd be because somebody hates me or something.
Mhm.
So maybe I'd be on the explore page just because I feel like that I don't know. I could turn off comments or something. But
Yeah.
also, what if I'm on the explore page, but it's not from my account and it's like a tea channel?
Mm. Multifaceted.
I think I'm
Hmm.
overthinking.
Yeah, definitely. I think the title of this episode should be like going into extreme depth and overthinking would you rather questions from
No,
ChatGPT.
like if somebody were to be like Coke or Pepsi, give us 15 minutes and we'd be like, well, technically Coke is this, and we didn't think about the fact that the bottle is sold for 25 cents cheaper in stores than Pepsi. So like we can't just answer a question. We
Yeah,
have
like
to
remember
like
one of our very first camp questions was what's your favorite color? And I remember we had like a 10-minute discourse on it.
yeah. So
And that's when we realized that we were destined to be
that we should
podcasters.
stop. Oh, yes,
We
destined to be
both said
podcasters.
the
Yes.
exact opposite thing. Um,
No, I remember I saw this one Instagram post once. It was like podcast correct language, and it's like what not to say to a podcaster. It's like instead of saying why can't you just start the episode finally, instead say thank you so much for that 20-minute tangent. I really enjoyed it. It was,
oh my
it was
gosh,
if I
that's
could find it,
crazy.
I'll repost it on the Telepathy account because
Yeah,
it's
you
really
should. That's
funny.
so funny. Um, would you rather have a rewind button for your life or a pause button that only works when you're in an awkward situation?
Probably rewind because you have to unpause it at
That's
some
what I was
point. It's not
thinking.
like a skip button.
Yeah.
So if you pause it, you still have to live through it. You're just
Yeah, you're just
delaying.
delaying, which honestly would just make it worse because then you're sitting there paused, like thinking about how awful of a situation you're in. And yeah.
But if you rewind, you can go back to that situation and kind of think like, what would you do
Mm,
differently?
true. That is very true. But I don't think you could change. I wonder if it's like rewinding to like. I wonder if you rewind your life, you have to
Oh,
start back there. Cause what if I like rewinded to when I was like 8 just to experience like playing outside again? But then would that mean I have to live through everything again?
probably not. I feel like I'm still gonna say rewind because
Yeah, same.
I don't know. I have existential crises a lot.
Same. All right, what's next?
Okay. Would you rather have to charge? Wait. Would you rather never have to charge your phone again or never have to pay for a subscription service again? Oh, definitely subscription.
Yeah. Charging my phone is like I mean it's annoying, but like I just
It's not that much of a
it's not
burden.
I just yeah, and I mainly just do it at night when I'm sleeping. It's not like yeah, it's not that bad. I would definitely say never pay for a subscription service. That would be awesome.
That would be amazing.
Would you rather have to survive alone on a deserted island with only a map or navigate through a dense forest with just a compass?
I'd say the map one. Oh, wait, but it's a deserted island. So, like, what are you going to find? But also, I'd just rather be in like an open air rather than just in a
Yeah.
forest. So, I don't know. And also, what am I going to do with the compass?
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie, be like, oh, I'm going north. I can't tell you what that means.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. Like I'd rather just survive on a deserted island with a map because at least I know where I am. Like at least I know everything that there is.
right,
Whereas in with a compass it's like you could just go on forever.
right. Like, you could be going north, but that doesn't really mean anything. Like, just knowing that you're without the map, it doesn't really change anything.
Yes.
So, the next one is would you rather have the ability to edit real life, like you can edit photos, or have the power to delete any embarrassing moment from everyone's memory?
Um well, I don't really get what the edit life would entail.
I guess like you could Photoshop or like add filters. Um, I don't know, maybe I choose that one just because like deleting and well, like embarrassing memories, like I want them out of people's memory, but like also I kind of think butterfly effect, like would that change anything,
Mm.
you know? Like
I was thinking about the
is it
butterfly effect
important
again
to have
today.
embarrassing moments? We have an episode on that if you want to
Yeah.
listen to it. Or Anna, if you want to revisit, if you've been thinking about it too much and you need to
No, I just
listen
like
to it.
I got an Instagram reel earlier that was like the other name for the butterfly effect I think is like the burnt toast effect and it's like if you burn your toast in the morning and you have to make another toast, that delays you by like a minute, and it could that could delay you for like, say you don't get in a car accident, or you like
Oh,
meet somebody
no.
that you weren't supposed to, or something like that. So I was just thinking about that.
See, I hate that. Like sometimes when I hyperfixate on the butterfly effect, it freaks me out.
But when a good thing happens due to the butterfly effect, it's like it really just gets you thinking.
I know, but if I'm like about to leave work because my shift is over and I'm like, oh, I have to go to the bathroom. It's like, do I wait till I get home or do I go? And then I'm gonna like hyperfixate on it and be like, oh my gosh, well, what if
Mm.
I like end up not going to the bathroom here and then I like die? Like that sounds so
Ooh,
bad, but
wait.
like
I've never actually thought that way. Maybe you need to get
I
checked
hope I
out.
didn't I hope I didn't just like put that way of thinking into anyone's
I
mind.
feel like that's like
Don't do
intrusive
that.
thoughts.
Oh, well, would you rather be able to edit real life like your photos or have the power to delete embarrassing memories?
I would say delete embarrassing memories just because I would feel so at peace knowing that like people didn't have to think about my embarrassing memories.
Yeah, I mean, I guess same because like I don't really feel like adding a I kind of just want to add like the indie filter to my life, and I just like wake up and it's like sharpness 100%, saturation 100%.
True.
Okay, why did the saturation era have a resurgence? Like I didn't really process that.
Oh yeah, but in like a different way. That's true. I didn't think
Exactly.
about that.
Okay, should we each do like two or three more questions?
Yeah, how about we each do two more?
Okay.
Um, okay. Would you rather go whitewater rafting on a treacherous river or rock climbing on a vertical cliff face?
A vertical cliff. Okay, I'd say whitewater rafting.
Mhm.
I think my fear of heights is greater than my fear of water.
Yeah. I feel like ooh, I'm like equally scared of water and heights, but I've done water rafting before, and I feel like if you do it the right way, you can do it. Like I feel like whitewater rafting has a higher success rate than rock climbing on a vertical cliff face.
Right. Like normally people who go rock climbing tend to have previous experience with it and stuff, but a lot of people who have never whitewater rafted will like willingly choose to do that on
Mhm.
a vacation or something.
True. Yeah, whitewater rafting for sure.
Okay. Would you rather only be able to watch YouTube videos from 2010 or only listen to music from 2010?
Ooh, I want to do both.
Like I want to only be able to do both. I want to live like it's 2000. We're going to party like it's 3012 tonight,
Oh,
but like 2012.
I think I'd rather listen to music from 2010 because YouTube videos from 2010 are like great, but I find myself going back to music from 2010 more. Like I already listen to music from 2010 more than I like watch YouTube videos from 2010. And plus I like YouTube videos better when they're like in the moment, you know, like what am I going to get now
Yeah.
from like a Bethany Moda DIY other than the vibes?
I would also say the music from 2010 just because 4 out of 5 of Nicki Minaj's albums were released in that decade. So I need that, you know?
Genuinely like early 2010s music is just so good. Like I
And the difference between 2010 to 2019, it's such a drastic
mhm.
change. So there's like a large catalog. And I mean, same with YouTube, but it's like, wait, so if I choose music, can I not watch any videos from 2010, the 2010s?
I guess so.
Wait, I'm stupid. Why was I thinking like the 2010s? But it's like 2010.
Does it say that? Like just the year?
Yeah, it just says 2010. Well, YouTube literally was so new in 2010. So I'm choosing music because Pink Friday.
Yeah, for sure. Um would you rather always have to wear mismatched shoes or only have one shoe for the rest of your life?
I think mismatched shoes.
Yeah.
One shoe, the feeling of that I hate so
Yeah,
much.
exactly. And like mismatched shoes, you could explain it to people the first day like, by the way, I answered a would you rather question and it came true, and I have to wear mismatched shoes for the rest of my life. Once you brief that to people, like you're good, you know?
Yeah. Or like maybe you don't have to explain it. Like if I have one like white Converse or like on one foot and then black Converse on the other, I feel like people are just like, okay. But if I have black Converse and then a foot, people are gonna be like, what happened?
True. Okay,
So,
do you want to do one more? I'm kind of out of good ones.
okay, wait, can I do two of these last
Yeah,
two?
yeah.
Because I like really can't decide. Okay. I can't pick which one I would rather do. Um, would you rather have a cameo in a Marvel movie or be a guest star in your favorite TV show?
Definitely a guest star in my favorite TV show.
Same. Me in a Marvel movie would be so bad.
Yeah, and like I would get no satisfaction from that. Like what's the point? Whereas being in my favorite TV show, if I was like in what if I was like a guest on Bridgerton? Like I would just be so in my element.
Right. Oh my God, I would love to be in like H2O. Like randomly, they're like, where did this other mermaid come from? And they just like find me on the reef one day.
Yeah.
I'm like, hi guys, it's me. Welcome to season 3. And I'm just kidding. Or I could also just be like a guest judge on Drag Race or something. Like I feel like it'd
Mm.
be really funny.
Mhm. All right. What's your last one?
Okay. The last one is, would you rather go a month without Spotify or a month without Netflix? Bye,
Yeah,
Netflix.
definitely. I've gone many months without Netflix. And
Same. I didn't have it for like a year
yeah,
at some point.
whereas Spotify, it's every day for multiple hours a day. Like,
Like Spotify ain't gotta lie, they really streaming my music. You know what I mean?
yeah. So yeah, those were our would you rather questions. Hope you enjoyed playing along. Their chat is pretty creative, I will say.
I know. Oh, I gave us one more. Okay. So would you rather live in complete silence for the rest of your life or have telepathy playing in your AirPods 24/7? Don't answer that. Don't
Yeah.
answer that.
Don't, don't answer that. I mean, I think even I'd choose the
Oh,
silence.
absolutely. Well,
Yes, I will be posting these on the stories. By the way, Enzo, can you like screenshot your questions and send it to me?
no. I'm just kidding. Yeah. Um anyways, that was the 54th episode of Telepathy. We hope you enjoyed. Make sure to follow our podcast at the Telepathy Pod on Instagram and review us and like follow us on Spotify. So you know if you're listening there, so you know whenever we post a new episode, which is every Tuesday. So we shall see you next Tuesday.
Yes, we'll see you next week. Bye, guys.